In the last video, I showed you how to install the American Tackle compressed carbon fiber aero reel seat. On this video, I'm going to show you guide spacing, how to measure out for your guides, and we're going to wrap the first guide. When you first get into rod building, one of the easiest ways to get correct guide spacing is just go to mudhole.com and print off one of their CRB guide spacing charts. They have them for both spinning and bait casting. Now that I have my chart with its measurements, I'm going to take a tape measure and I'm going to line it up with the tip of the rod blank. Then according to the chart, I'm going to take a China marker and I'm going to mark off the increments on the rod. Those marks are going to be exactly where I'm going to place my guides. Now that I have my measurements and the rod is on my winder, I'm going to show you how to wrap the first guide. I picked my thread color. I've inserted it in the thread carriage. Now I'm going to take the thread. I'm going to line it up with my first mark. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to wrap the line twice toward where the reel seat would be. So there's once, there's twice. Now I'm going to take it over the line and go toward the tip of the rod and wrap it 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now I'm going to step on my pedal. I take a razor blade and cut it as close to the thread as I possibly can. And there's my starting. Now I put guides on a little bit different than a lot of rod builders do. And I suggest you watch other mud hole rod building videos because there's a lot of good builders on there that do it different ways. But here's how I do it. Now that I've got my thread going how I want it, I'm going to stop it about right there. Now, if there's any spaces in the thread, all I'm going to take is this tool right here, and I'm going to pack that thread so it's nice and tight, okay? Now that I have that, I'm going to line up my guide. This is my first guide, and I'm going to line it up with the bottom of my reel seat. That way I know everything's going to be in line. So I'm going to take it, and I'm going to put the foot of the guide underneath that thread. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to slowly begin to wind and lock it in place. Now that the guide's in place and lined up, now I'm just going to slowly begin to wind till we finish up the guide. How I do a finishing knot is I take a brighter piece of thread because it's easier for me to see. I fold it over and then I put it underneath the tightened thread that I'm winding. Now I'm going to go around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There you go. Then I'm going to take a razor blade, cut that off, put my finger here to hold it tight, insert the thread through the loop, pull up on that, and pull these two ends and secure my rod. Now I just took a razor blade and cut off the tag end, and there you have your finished guide. Now I'm going to finish off all these